Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to share this video with you all about some of my favorite places to visit in Europe. As an avid traveler who has been fortunate enough to explore much of this incredible continent, I wanted to cover a few of the top destinations that I think should be on your bucket list. From world-famous capitals like Paris, Rome, and London to charming smaller cities like Florence and Prague, Europe is just overflowing with culture, history, incredible food, stunning scenery, and so much more. You could spend a lifetime wandering quaint side streets, admiring architectural marvels, and soaking up the local vibe and still not see it all. In this video, I'll give you a little taste of what some of these iconic European destinations have to offer visitors. I'll cover when the best time to visit is, how to get around, top things to see and do, and even some off-the-beaten-path gems. My goal is to inspire you to start planning your next Eurotrip while giving you insider tips to make the most of your time. Now let's go. Number 1. Paris. Paris enchants visitors with its iconic sights like the Eiffel Tower, world-class museums, high-fashion shopping districts, and miles of postcard-perfect streets and cafes. Stroll tree-lined boulevards along the River Seine, people watch stylish locals, or get lost wandering charming neighborhoods and sampling buttery crepes. Peak visitor season runs June through August when sunny skies draw crowds, but prices also soar. For fewer tourists, mild weather, and cheaper rates, aim for spring or fall. Some attractions may have shorter lines in winter, but pack warm clothes as temperatures hover around freezing. Walking is the quintessential way to explore elemental Parisian neighborhoods which use romance and joie de vivre. But the metro efficiently connects key sightseeing spots across this vast city. When arriving by air, both Charles de Gaulle and Orly airports offer quick links into downtown by bus, train, or taxi. Taking the train from other European cities like London is also a popular, scenic option. No matter when you visit, Paris promises inspiring art, iconic vistas, world-class cuisine, and countless opportunities to create magical memories strolling its storied streets. Number 2. Roma. Rome is legendary for its mythic founding by twins Romulus and Remus, the ones raised by wolves. While historians debate that epic tale, there's definitely an enchanting magic about this city. Between postcard-perfect piazzas, ruins literally integrated into daily life, mouth-watering pasta and pizza joints round every corner, and perceivable history permeating the air, Rome brilliantly blends past and present. While its ancient Roman relics star in many tourists' itineraries, modern Rome also impresses with high-fashion shopping districts, sleek hotels and restaurants dishing up inventive Italian cuisine. Rome has something for history buffs, foodies, fashionistas, and culture vultures alike. Timing-wise, October through April brings fewer crowds and cheaper hotel rates if you don't mind bundling up a bit. May and September offer warmer weather without peak summertime hordes. Wherever you roam, walking is the way to go given historic attractions clustered in easily walkable zones. If venturing further afield, metro and buses also connect key sites. No matter how you arrive, by plane, train, or automobile, beware that Rome's narrow lanes and pedestrian piazzas make driving extremely difficult, so park that rental car ASAP. Rome may have legendary ancient roots, but this dynamic city artfully fuses past glory and present passion into one heady Italian cocktail. One visit and you too will be absolutely certain Rome's enchanting magic is real. Number 3. London. The writer Samuel Johnson totally nailed it when he said a cultured person who grows tired of London grows tired of life itself, because London has it all. More than 200 years later, that still rings true. This historic yet also cutting-edge global capital seamlessly blends past charm and future cool into an invigorating urban cocktail. Where else can you explore an ancient tower 1 hour then check out avant-garde art the next? Catch Shakespeare after visiting the medieval palace where Henry VIII once lived? Grab tea in the afternoon, then later enjoy world-class theater, food and nightlife. London thrills history buffs, culture vultures and excitement seekers alike with its diversity and dynamism. Spring and fall offer mild weather and slightly thinner crowds, but London buzzes year-round. December draws holiday visitors, though winter means bundling up. No matter when you visit, umbrella at the ready as rain can surprise anytime. Navigating is easy via the tube metro from Heathrow Airport into the city center and beyond. But do like locals and take some walking tours to fully soak up historic and trend-setting neighborhoods. One trip may merely whet your appetite, as there's always something new unfolding in this age-old yet avant-garde hotspot. As old Sam said, to tire of London would be to tire of life. Number 4. Amsterdam. Sure, Amsterdam has a pretty laissez-faire attitude about some adult entertainments that attract college kids and bachelor parties. But don't judge this book by its red light district cover. Spend some real-time biking picture-perfect canals, admiring world-class art, or just chilling in an uber-cool cafe, and you'll soon discover Amsterdam has much more going for it. Beyond the outdoor party scene, Amsterdam also makes a great romantic or even family getaway. Glide hand in hand down the storybook canals, share bitterballen while people watching on a terrace, or learn about Anne Frank's inspirational life. With incredible museums, food, cycling, tranquility and beauty, Amsterdam has something for everyone. Spring and fall let you avoid summertime crowds and higher costs while still enjoying mild weather. But Amsterdam keeps a packed festival and events schedule all year long if you don't mind cooler temps or bundling up in winter. Cycling is hands down the best way to experience this bike-friendly city, from getting around the airport to tours guiding you throughout funky neighborhoods with narrow streets. The buses, trams and metro also make getting around a breeze. So come with an open mind, because Amsterdam just might steal your heart and become your next favorite European city. Number 5. Barcelona. Funky Barcelona lures travelers dreaming of sunny Mediterranean beaches, gaudy surreal architecture, tapas and sangria drowned out by lyrical Spanish guitar. But prepare for sensory overload with this city's richness and variety. Beyond the oceanfront and parties, the everyday magic of Barcelona unfolds through daily life in barrios like atmospheric Gothic Quarter or whimsical Gracia. Watch kids play cheeky street games, join locals gossiping on a shaded bench, hunt for the perfect patatas bravas. As summer heat sends residents flocking to the coast, May or October promise perfect temperatures, lower costs and lively festivals without intense crowds. But with mild winters too, Barcelona buzzes year-round. The metro makes getting around easy, including to the airport. But take time to literally get lost wandering narrow lanes, discovering quirky boutiques, popularizing hole-in-the-wall tapas bars, and stumbling upon impromptu live music. Or join walking tours revealing insider tips. You'll need much more than a few days to scratch the surface of cosmopolitan yet traditional Barcelona, so think of this as just the first of many visits to truly unlock the secrets of one of Europe's hottest cities. Number 6. Florence. Florence packs a mighty historical punch for such a petite city. The epicenter of Renaissance art and culture, it nurtured Michelangelo and Botticelli while the powerful Medicis bankrolled it all. Today, high-fashion boutiques mix seamlessly with ancient palazzos and churches on charming cobbled lanes. Beyond world-class art and architecture, Florence woos visitors with vivid sunsets over terracotta rooftops, soul-satisfying home-style Tuscan cuisine, and effortlessly romantic vibes. Locals excel at celebrating life's finer pleasures. Spring and summer tempt travelers keen to recreate Renaissance-era scenes while enjoying sunshine spilling over outdoor cafes. But braving cooler fall and winter temps means fewer tourists and more affordable rates if art still speaks to your soul just the same. Florence's compact size makes getting around on foot a breeze. Wandering aimlessly is encouraged to fully savor this surreal time capsule. Number 7. Prague. These days tourists flock to Prague seeking a real-life fairy tale city, but the Czech capital has known darker days too. Invaded, flooded, and ruled by despots, its ability to rebuild even more enchanting streets, bridges, and castles reveals both magic and resilience. Once Europe's best-kept secret, the word is out about Prague's postcard-perfect architecture, affordable luxuries like concerts and museums, rich brewing heritage, and lingering aura of alchemy. Enjoy bargain basement prices while you still can. Mild weather in spring and fall attract crowds captivated by flawless skies and reasonable rates, but Prague remains bewitching even dusted in snow or illuminated for Christmas. Wandering winding cobblestone lanes and bridges by foot shows Prague at its most romantic. But buses, trams, and the handy metro also connect the ornate hilltop castle to atmospheric neighborhoods like time-preserved Old Town below. Whether visualizing golems protecting ancient synagogues or the ghosts of Kafka and Mozart still haunting dark alcoves and concert halls, Prague's storied past mingles seamlessly with eccentrically charming present. Number 8. Venice. Venice's very landscape casts an otherworldly spell, an improbable city of marble palaces and domes rising from the waters of a lagoon. Stepping off a train or water taxi, even jaded travelers swoon at their first glimpse of majestic Grand Canal. Romantics delight in imagining a serenading violinist drifting by on a gondola below bridges that link a maze of narrow walkways. By land or water, lose yourself amid the dreamy cityscape and winding back channels, discovering ghostly traces of Venice's past glory. Sip cappuccino in a campo before visiting Byzantine basilicas, opulent royal doge palaces, or galleries brimming with Titian and Tintoretto masterpieces. Aim for September through November to experience Venice unveiled, spared summer tourist mobs yet still with mild weather and affordable lodging. Acqua Alta floods occasionally soak the city in winter too, so do as the Venetians and embrace rubber boots. Venice compels wandering by foot or ferry to soak up its improbable beauty. But also consider small group tours, unlocking secret corners and little-known narratives. There's more here than meets the eye. Just don't drive, as even police boats glide the canals instead. However you arrive, losing yourself in this living relic floating between antiquity and modernity will rewrite your concept of what qualifies as one of the world's truly enchanting cities. Number 9. Athens. Athens wears its ancient history with ease. As day breaks over the majestic Acropolis, locals go about their morning routine, grabbing coffee and fresh bread or settling in for backgammon on sunlit side streets. The pace here feels more languid, as if the city rests comfortably on its laurels as birthplace of democracy and Western civilization. Beyond iconic structures like the imposing Parthenon, the city buzzes with its own eclectic culture, from Monasteraki's flea market hawking wares old and new, to hilltop neighborhoods where rustic tavernas and quirky bars spill out onto the sidewalks. Street art splashes across buildings old and new. Mild spring and fall provide ideal conditions to explore without summer's oppressive heat or winter's occasional gray sky dreariness. But year-round Athens ripples with an infectious energy and creativity. Wandering historic pedestrian walkways by foot, or taking the metro to sites like the Acropolis Museum, allows you to appreciate this living relic. If arriving by ferry across the turquoise waters, Piraeus Port is just a quick taxi ride into the city center. At once a monument to civilizational treasures and an invigorating modern metropolis, Athens has mastered fusing its legendary past seamlessly with captivating present. Number 10. Mallorca. Largest of Spain's Balearic Islands, the heavenly shores and sapphire seas of Mallorca could convince you you've landed in the Caribbean. But beyond breathtaking beaches and coves, Mallorca wows with a variety of landscapes. The rugged northern Serra de Tramontana mountain range feels made for intrepid hikers, while endless olive and almond groves paint the rolling inland hills green. The capital Palma charms too, with a jumble of grand cathedrals, Arab baths and palace museums, framed by a picture-perfect marina lined with restaurants and nightlife. Quaint villages with terracotta rooftops dot the interior countryside. And everywhere the smells of fresh seafood, almonds and grapes promise culinary bliss. Mallorca hits its touristic peak during the sunny but sweltering midsummer months. For more room to roam, try early spring or fall shoulder seasons. But even in winter the fiesta spirit prevails. Renting a car makes island exploring easy, especially to tucked-away coves and mountain trails. And several ferry lines connect Mallorca to mainland Spain and neighboring islands. No matter how you arrive, with so much natural and cultural beauty, Mallorca makes an irresistible Spanish escape. Number 11. Vienna. In Vienna's historic core, you can practically hear echoes of Mozart drifting from imperial palaces as Freud strolls by polished Vienna waltzers. Baroque cathedrals, concert halls and museums hint at Vienna's heyday as Europe's cultural heartbeat. Yet independent shops keep traditions like Sachertorte and handmade crafts thriving alongside cutting-edge fashion and design. Beyond old-world music and coffeehouses, Vienna also impresses families with wonderful parks, a renowned zoo and amusement park. As sunset gilds majestic domes and spires, night owls emerge to toast this heritage at buzzy cafes and bars tucked away just off tourist routes. Mild weather and thinner crowds make April/May or September/October perfect times to discover Vienna's countless charms. Save December's Christmas markets and concerts for when you long for heartwarming holiday spirit. Vienna's compact First District invites wandering by foot to best embrace throwback vibes. But efficient transport like trams and metro trains also connect outer districts and the airport easily. Consider walking tours too for insider cultural and historical insights that saturate this capital. Both in homage to past nobility and a celebration of artistry and joie de vivre, 21st century Vienna elegantly balances preservation and progression with seemingly effortless refinement. Number 12. Madrid. As the Spanish capital for almost 500 years, Madrid fuses cosmopolitan energy with traditional soul. By day, grand museums and manicured gardens invite quiet contemplation while traffic bustles through expansive squares and tree-lined boulevards. But when the sun goes down, Madrid transforms into Spain at its most passionate and alive. Flamenco dancers stomp and swirl as guitars weep in tiny tiled taverns. Locals bar hop until sunrise, fueled by vermouth and tapas. Street performers and spontaneous laughs spill from Plaza Mayor. Spring and fall offer perfect temperatures to explore without oppressive heat or chill. But Madrid's lust for life powers through any season, even quiet winter nights flickering with holiday lights beckon. Crisscrossing metro lines make attractions accessible, though walking prevails to embrace the spirit of Madrid's various livewire barrios. And from traditional architecture to contemporary cuisine, Madrid harmoniously blends past and future with a rhythm and fire unique among world capitals. Number 13. Santorini. Santorini emerges like a mirage from the Aegean Sea, this archipelago still basking in mythical glory as a potential lost Atlantis. Today it remains beguilingly tranquil, whitewashed villages cascading down cliffs toward beaches tinted red and black by volcanic legacy. Beyond indulging in legendary views, uncover ancient acroteries, strikingly preserved streets and mosaics. Or climb to view Roman ruins mingling with sheer sea cliffs and the volcanic caldera's sapphire eye. Don't resist sunset basking in golden hour's magic either. Cruise ships may only allow a tantalizing day, but staying longer lets you sink into languid island time with empty beaches, meandering hikes connecting dots of colorful history, and harborside tavernas serving fresh catch. Warm sunshine without intense summer crowds makes late spring and early fall ideal, though Santorini's beauty shines through wetter winters too amongst spring's blossoms. Walking quaint paths between towns at relaxed island pace shows Santorini at its charming best. But buses also connect key spots and port towns bustle with activity. Number 14. Berlin. Like a phoenix rising from ashes, contemporary Berlin throttles into the future fueled by unrelenting creativity, while still thoughtfully honoring a painful history. Where the wall once divided, cutting-edge galleries now captivate. Historical sites solemnly memorialize the past so as not to repeat it, but also celebrate how far the city has come. Berlin's kinetic energy spills from fashion runways and hidden cocktail lounges to moonlit parks and riverside beer gardens. Stop to fortify yourself with a steaming currywurst before dancing from one underground club to the next as the sun rises. This city knows how to party. Mild weather draws crowds in summer, but off-season deals can be found even while Berlin stays lively all year round. Efficient metro and commuter rail networks connect the airport and key neighborhoods well, though meandering tree-lined boulevards by bicycle or on foot shows off dynamic Berlin at its best. What awaits around the next corner in this dynamic capital still writing its own ever-changing story? Berlin promises you'll never know exactly what to expect except fresh creative revelry in all its incarnations. Number 15. Canary Islands. Blessed with emerald forests, alien landscapes and Sahara-soft golden beaches, the Spanish Canary Islands float in the Atlantic like a curse tossed by gods. Though best known as Europe's answer to the Caribbean for legendary resorts and water sports under endless sunshine, these 7 isles offer much more. Beyond bronze-bodied beachgoers, Tenerife and Lanzarote house 2 of Spain's most extraordinary national parks. Watch the sunset ignite El-Tide volcano's alien summit before exploring lava-formed moonscapes where camel rides thread through the fire and brimstone. Outside high season's heat and hordes, spring and fall retain toasty temps, letting you enjoy sun-kissed adventures without crowds or expenses. Renting wheels makes island hopping for hidden coves and peaks easy, or quick inter-island flights can also jet-set you around. With cosmopolitan coastal enclaves, villages lost in time, and landscapes so surreal you'll doubt your eyes, the Canaries deliver a concentrated shot of paradise with intriguing Spanish flair. Phew, we covered a lot of ground on our whirlwind tour of some of Europe's most amazing destinations. It was so hard to narrow it down when there's so much incredible history, culture, food, and scenery packed into this continent. I hope this video gave you a little taste of what makes each of these places special, as well as some tips on when to visit, how to get around, and what to see. Of course, you could spend a lifetime exploring Europe and still not uncover all its treasures. Let me know in the comments if you have any other cities or countries in Europe you want to see featured. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more travel content like this.